Hello. Okay, so today I'm going to show you how I made my little colored strip to use in journals like I would use, for example, washi tapes, except that it's not washi tapes. In my previous video, I showed you what I did in this specific journal. So, for example, these ones, they are rather large, as you can see. I used that to hide things that I didn't want to see anymore, but you can use it for whatever reason you want to use them. So it's just pieces of papers that I decorated in my spare time, and then I used them by collaging them to hide things that I didn't want to see anymore. So you can see I used mostly markers. What did I use? Probably Poscas, some pens that I have. Yes, Poscas, paint, markers, maybe watercolors. So these ones are thinner, as you can see. Very simple motifs, you know, everything which come in your mind, you can do it. Actually, it's a very good training to doodle and to find a new way of decorating your papers. So those ones are some that I already made on different papers. I'm not sure what kind of paper that was. It's not a paper for my printer. I don't know what it is. And obviously I used some markers, but I don't remember which markers, so I'm a little worried when I'm going to glue it, because some markers are not water resistant. This one, you see it's a remnant of a book page, but I'm not sure if they are water resistant. Maybe I have fixed that with a spray. I'm not sure. We will discover that. This is definitely not a paper for my printer. I don't know what it is. It's not, no, it's not some wax paper, so I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is either. And same thing for that. I don't think that it's some wax paper. I don't know what it is. It's transparent, so we are going to see. First I'm going to glue those ones, and then I will do new ones. What's the point of doing that? There is no point. It's just you know, if you don't know what to put on your page, like here for example, you have a blank page, you don't know where to start, and you have no idea what you are going to do, you can always start with that. Then it's not going to be a blank page anymore. You can then elaborate around that. For example, I can do that like this, and I don't know if you manage to see. Yes, you see the other page here. I can do that like that, or I can do that like this. But it's not a problem, it's going to be glued. Okay, I'm going to try like that. I am a mess. I'm sweaty. It's so hot. We have reached yesterday 112 degrees Fahrenheit. It's insane. But it seems that next weekend we will have some rain, so I'm impatient. I'm waiting for the rain. Will I do that like that or like that? Yes, maybe this one is bigger. I will start with the bigger one. Okay, I hope that you see what I'm doing. Yes. I'm going to try with the Elmer clear washable glue, safe, non-toxic. I will try with that. Let me see what is the front, what is, it seems to me that is the back. Let's see if it is a catastrophe. It's by doing that we learn. Even the mistakes teach us something. I'm going to avoid to put some glue on the top because as I don't remember, I have some cat hair everywhere. I don't go too strongly because the paper is fragile. It seems to glue perfectly. I really like this glue. I like the Elmer glues in general. Usually I use this one, which is perfect, but the transparent one is really very effective, efficient. I have in my head a song since yesterday evening. So I heard this song. The name is Clear to You. I was watching for I don't know how many times I've been watching that. 90210 Beverly Hills, you know the series. And in the in the first, not the pilot, but the episode after the pilot, in the first season, we can see Brandon on a motorcycle with a girl. And there is a song, and I was hearing that and I thought, oh, what Kate Bush is doing in this series? I don't remember that they put some Kate Bush. And I was absolutely sure that it was a Kate Bush song because, you know, she has a style which is very easy to recognize. I mean, it is so typical of her. And I was sure, I had no doubt in my mind that it was Kate Bush, especially that I knew this song and in my mind it was a song by Kate Bush. But I didn't know the name of the song. So I thought, oh, I must find what is the name of this song. And I started searching online all the songs of all her albums. Impossible to find. And by listening to Kate Bush and all her songs, there was even no more doubt that this song was by Kate Bush. And finally, I found the soundtrack of this series online, and it's not by Kate Bush, it's by a band named Innocence Mission. But you know, if someone wanted to imitate Kate Bush, they couldn't have done better. It was more Kate Bush than Kate Bush. I don't understand how a band can do a career, because obviously they did a career, they are still working now on that, on this style, which is some copy of, it's more than a copy, it's typically some Kate Bush. And it seems that the husband, so there is a wife, a husband and another guy. The husband is a big fan of Kate Bush, so no, really? I was wondering. I couldn't believe that it was not Kate Bush. I was thinking, no, they are mistaken, it's impossible. The thing is that I spent so much time to search for who was singing in this song and what is the name of the song. Actually, I was searching for the name of the song. For me, there was no doubt it was Kate Bush who was singing. Anyway, I spent so much time on that during the whole night I had this song in my mind, and all my dreams were with this song in my mind. And I woke up this morning with this song in my mind. I still have this song in my mind, and this song is incredible. So if you can, go on YouTube and the song Clear to You, and let me know if you think that it looks like it sounds like Kate Bush. I'm sure you are going to tell me, yes, it is some Kate Bush. Usually I put some glue underneath and on the top, but here I'm not doing that because I don't remember. You see it's smudging a little. I don't remember what I used as markers, and if I put some glue on the top, the color is going to smudge everywhere. So good to know. I must remember that and use things like Posca, for example. Posca, they are not going to smudge because they are acrylic paint, and once they are dry and they don't smudge. Watercolor can smudge unless you varnish them. Or I'm going to use something. I'm going to show you what I'm going to use today, and I don't think that it's going to smudge. Oh, you see, I'm putting some color everywhere. Never mind. It's going to break the white, all this white. Smudging. Glued. So you see, I kept some white strips of paper. You see, when I print my labels on eBay, I still always have some pieces like that remaining, and I threw a lot, and that's how I got the idea of keeping them and using them in my craft. It's a way to save some paper. I'm not saying that I must keep everything, but a little cannot be bad. So I'm choosing these pencils, Derwent Inktense, because I just bought them, so it's new to me. It's not new, but new to me. They are intense, especially when you put some water on them. And what is interesting is that once they have been mixed with water and they are dry, they don't move anymore. So it's a good way to test. This crayon once again. What I'm going to do. So you must not think. Nothing complicated. Just having fun. And I have this song in my mind. And I'm sweating like crazy. That's why I'm not showing my face, because I'm basically a puddle of water. I drink about 3 liters of water per day because I'm sweating so much that otherwise I'm going to die. I have never been in this situation before, by drinking so much water and sweating so much. Never happened to me before. So you see, I don't have an AC in my home because I wanted to preserve the planet, but the planet is making my life really complicated, and now I'm considering having an AC because it's impossible, it's unbearable. My cat doesn't know where to sleep anymore. He's searching for a cool space in the home. So I find him in very strange places. You see how this pencil, they become so bright once they are mixed with water. It's incredible. And once they are dry, they don't move anymore. So that's why I was thinking of using that. I didn't buy a big box because I have many pencils and I didn't want to spend much money because I didn't know if I would like them or not, but they are absolutely fabulous. So for now I'm good, but in the future I will probably buy more pencil like this because since I've had them, I'm using only that. So the brush that I'm using, I'm not going to recommend it. I bought it at Blick. It's a brush to, you know, for calligraphy or for watercolor. It's very cheap. It's made by Blick, I think, actually. Every time I use it, I think it's not very good quality. And every time I'm using it. And every time I say it's crap, but obviously I love the crap. Because I don't know. You know, it was recommended by Sandy Esther. She's an artist on YouTube. I will give you the link to her channel. And she used that to paint with acrylic and flash paint, and I'm wondering how she does, because seriously, for acrylic it's not top notch. But for what I'm doing, that's fine. And every time I take this brush, I think it's really bad. But every time I'm taking it anyway. Okay, I will do one more. So this color is very special. The name of the color is Bark. It looks like dark brown. Here it looks like dark brown, but, and here too. But when you apply it, it looks more like black, and sometimes it even looks more like blue, dark blue. But once you wet it, it's definitely dark brown. It's more like a dark sepia. Sepia? I don't know how we say. Oops. Never mind. This brush keeps a lot of water, that's why I like it, but I have a better one for watercolor which has the same quality as this one. and which is much more expensive actually. Okay. Will I do a last one? You see, when we start, we can't stop. It's the kind of thing that you can do in front of the TV. I don't have a TV, but you can do it everywhere. You just need your pencils, pieces of paper, and maybe, you know, brush where there is some water in it. And here you are. Here you go. Okay, what will I do here? I'm sweating so much that the paper is sticking on my skin. I have a leak in my fridge which doesn't work since it has not been working since more than 1 year, even almost 2 years now, and I didn't get rid of it because it's so big that I cannot pull it out of my house. But now it's going to become urgent because it's leaking. It's a problem with the filter, it seems. They are coming tomorrow to stop the leak, but I seriously don't know what I'm going to do with this fridge. I put kind of basin bowl to collect the water, but I have to empty the bowl every half an hour. I'm a little worried for the night. It's insane. I'm choosing colors which don't match together usually. But they are almost complementary, not quite, because red is complementary with green, not orange. Maybe I will add a little red. It's a little Christmassy. I'm always trying to do more things out of my comfort zone to see if I like it or not. I usually have a tendency to go to the pink, the purple, the yellow, blue. I have to change sometimes. Well, it's not ugly. It's not what I love the most, but it's not ugly. It makes me think of Christmas. This green becomes almost turquoise once wet. I hope that you see what I'm doing. I don't have much light. I'm in the kitchen here. I don't have a lot of light because I try to avoid the sun, to open the window, to turn on the light because of the heat. Here it is, my Christmassy paper. So then you can add some details once it's dry. It seems dry. It dries really fast because of the heat. Then you can add details like this. This is permanent. It's a Uni-Ball Vision Fine waterproof pen. And you can invent all kinds of shapes, combination of colors, don't know, whatever comes in your mind. Don't think too much, do, and little by little you will be more and more comfortable in your creation. Anyway, nobody is going to punish you if you do something that you don't like. It's not a contest. For example, oh, I'm hearing the water leaking. It makes me very nervous. I will have to check the level of the water in the bowl. So here is the final pages made. The end of my video was corrupted. I realized that when I was about to edit my video. So that's why I'm filming on my old camera. That's probably why you will feel that the image is not exactly the same. Anyway, these are the pages completely finished. So it's not the same day, we are several days later. So what did I tell you that you couldn't see? Let me see. Yes, when you use the Derwent pencils, like on these ones for example, or even these ones also, once you wet them to make them become water resistant, let them dry completely. And then you will be able to go back with a second coat if you want to. I don't do that, but if you want to do a second coat, you can do it only when they are completely dry. So, because if you try to do it when they are still wet, it's not going to work. You won't be able to spread the color. Just I wanted to let you know that. So I'm not here to do some advertising for Derwent, but you must know that I have never had pencils like those ones. I have pencils which are soluble, but not like the Derwent ones. And I'm not here to do some advertising for them. I'm just telling you that they are very particular. Actually, I ordered more colors, so I will show you when I receive the other colors. They are very exceptional. I'm glad that I tried them. I don't think they are new. They are new to me, but they are not new. So I also wanted to show you what I used to do this. These are Kwik Stix Tempera Paint. So you can't really do details with that because they are very wide, these sticks. And same thing, once they dry really fast, and once they are dry, they don't move anymore. You see, I used that, and they didn't move. They stayed there even though I used some glue. Everything stayed there. Maybe I will do a video just to show these ones. They make me think a little of the gelato, but they dry much faster than the gelatos. So to glue my strips, I use this glue, which is Elmer's, the clear one. It's for school, you know, it's for children. I think that I paid that like 50 cents, something like that. But it works really well. Obviously, you see the pencil, the Derwent pencil didn't smudge. The sticks didn't smudge. Everything stayed in place. Perfect. So if you want to do strips like that, you can use Poscas, the Derwent pencils that I showed you, these sticks that I showed you. Actually, any pencil, even if you don't water the pencils, any pencils will stay in place if you glue the paper. They are not going to smudge. You can use some acrylic paints. You can use some markers, but it depends. Make sure that your markers are waterproof or water resistant. You can also use some Indian ink. Once it's dry, it must be completely dry, then it's water resistant. You can use some watercolors, but you must seal the watercolors, otherwise it's going to smudge. And probably other things that I don't think of, but there are many things that you can use to do these strips. So to do the details, I use these two black pen, which is Uni-Ball Vision Line. I'm sorry it doesn't focus really well. Waterproof, fade proof. I don't know if you managed to see what is written. Or this one is a little thicker. Staedler Permanent Lumocolor Waterproof. This one is really good too. So as I was saying, you can create your strips yourself, or you can use some paper which exists already. For example, this is a lining paper for drawers, a remnant of it. This is a remnant of paper where I painted on it, so it's some acrylic. And I had this strip remaining, I kept it. This comes from a packaging for incense, this and this and this. Yes, all the rest I created it. I suggest that you try to do that. You will see that when you start, it's becoming completely addictive. Oh yes, I forgot. This is coming from a packaging from Lush. I didn't do that. Yes. So you can find some strips everywhere. But if you create them, you will see that more you create them, more it becomes addictive. Now I keep every strip of paper that I can find to draw, to doodle on them. This I don't remember what it was. It was a lot of fun. So what's the purpose of that? Well, it's a way to decorate very quickly a journal page, obviously. Or you can use them to hide something, for example, something that you have written that you don't want to see anymore, or just to cover your page. You just glue that. And what I like is the mix of patterns. The mix of patterns, it's a very interesting look. And even the mix of sizes, it's interesting. I try to go closer so you can see better. Okay, so I'm really sorry for this end of video in the rush, but I really needed to film the end of my video as I couldn't download it on my computer. I could download it, but I had no image, so it was a miss. So don't forget to subscribe and to click on the bell so you will be notified every time I release a video. Chiefly, if you like this video, please like it. It would really help me. And also, if you have any question, don't hesitate to write a comment under this video and I will answer as fast as possible. Okay, I see you very soon. Bye bye.